There's something in these hills.
And I suspect that's what it is.
The ability of an institution through the unending dedication and greatness of its people.
Its administration, its faculty, its staff, its students and alumni.
To impart on all it touches a respect
and admiration.
An affection that stands firm in disquieting times, when things around it give impressions of coming unglued.
Enjoy the journey.
We are built for and from the struggle.
That's what makes us.
That's what shapes us.
So, Clemson family, show us how you are leaving the legacy, and that because of you, Clemson is built to last. Show us your passion, your struggle, your DNA, your excellence, your integrity. Show us who you are and what you love about Clemson, because together, through undeniable passion, motivation, and conviction, we are leaving the legacy, and I cannot wait to see what we do next.
Welcome, Clemson family, to Tigerama, Clemson's annual homecoming celebration and pep rally. My name is Hannah Basha, and I'm a senior secondary education and English major from Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Hey guys, and my name is Marcus Crawford, and I'm a senior marketing major from Florence, South Carolina. We are thrilled to have you at the 64th consecutive and first ever virtual Tigerama. Our hope is that this year we reach our Clemson family members across the country, making this the most impactful Tigerama yet. Thank you for being here and for being a part of this momentous celebration.
As Clemson Tigers, we know there's only one way to start Tigerama. We are together emotionally, no matter where we may all be physically. So let's ring in the 64th annual Tigerama the best way we know how, with a cadence count. C-L-E-M and cadence count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C-L-E-M-S-O-N. T-I-G-E-R-S. Fight Tigers, fight Tigers, fight, fight, fight. Woo! Wow, that was awesome. The theme for this year is a special one. It is leaving a legacy. Throughout this night, you will hear this theme in every aspect of our event, signifying the legacy every member of the Clemson family has left behind at our university. What is the legacy you have left? Who has left a legacy on you? Well, two people who have definitely left a legacy here at Clemson are our President and First Lady, President Jim Clemens, and our First Lady, Beth Clemens.
What a crazy year this has been. You know, usually right about now, we'd be getting ready for Tigerama.
I know, but I'm glad they at least figured out how to do it virtually.
Yes, and I really appreciate Blue Key for their hard work to make that happen. You know, they have an interesting theme this year, leaving the legacy. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately. What does that mean to you, and what do you want your legacy to be?
When I think about legacy, I think about family, our grandson, and the future. And I can't help but think about Clemson Life and what they mean to us, and the inclusion that this university provides, the unity that we all feel as we are stronger together. What's your legacy going to be?
So I want to make Clemson the best place that it can be for our faculty, our staff, and most importantly for our students. And I want our students to get the best possible education that they can get so they can go out and make a difference in the world. And you know, that's why I got an education. I wanted to give students a path to a better future. And that's the most important thing to me. Yeah. Thank you to Blue Key for planning this year's Tigerama. It's important that we continue to find ways to celebrate even during these difficult times. Clemson family, especially our students, as you watch Tigerama, I want you to think about legacy and what it means to you. What kind of legacy do you want to leave, and what can you do at Clemson to make that legacy a reality?
Thank you for tuning in to the 64th annual and the first ever virtual Tigerama. Enjoy the show, and
Go Tigers!
A big thank you to President and First Lady Clemens for that welcome. For those who don't know, Tigerama is actually one of the largest student-run pep rallies in the nation, and it always happens on homecoming weekend. So to help prepare us for our homecoming game tomorrow, let's look back over 125 years ago to the beginning of our football program way back in 1896. We've certainly come a long way.
Touchdown Clemson. And Clemson wins the national championship of college football. It is good. Good. Looking to throw right side. Intercepted. It's going to be a touchdown.
Going for a bunch for Gardner.
Lots of pushing. He has it! And good! Whitehurst going deep. Caught! Touchdown! Fuller makes the move, needs to get the first. There we go! Panthers over to the end zone. Touchdown! The first conference title in 20 years for this Clemson program. 4th and 16. Here comes the pressure on the blitz. Down the middle for Hopkins. He makes the catch.
Geyser rolls, runs into traffic, and comes up a yard short.
Watson, touchdown!
Three plays, it's intercepted. Anderson Cavell with a pick six.
The Tigers reclaim their crown by crushing Alabama.
From that video, it is clear that Clemson has a long-standing history and tradition. An organization that stands for telling the wholeness of that long-standing tradition is the Call My Name project here at Clemson.
This organization documents and tells stories about African Americans who have built the Clemson University that we stand and walk on daily. Recently, the Call My Name research team collaborated with the Clemson women's basketball team to focus on the university's heritage that many of us do not know about. So take a listen.
Call My Name was happy to partner with the women's basketball team here at Clemson University for their Run for Change. The purpose of this was to introduce the student athletes to the history of Clemson through the African American lens. This university is built on a plantation, and African American laborers have been instrumental in the development and the success of the university at every step. Call My Name is a project that researches, documents, and shares the history of African Americans in Clemson history, and having students from every part of our university exposed to this history, engaging with this history, I think is very important for Call My Name.
A run that goes through campus. There's going to be 6 stops along the way. Those stops are all part of Clemson's Black heritage.
Until 1865, when slavery was abolished at the end of the Civil War.
Incarcerated individuals leased by Clemson trustees from the state of South Carolina built this administration/classroom building in 1894, originally known as the Agriculture Building, main building, or administration.
Graves believed to be African American enslaved persons who worked on the Fort Hill plantation during the
Wow, there is a lot for us to learn and take from that video. You can learn more about the project at callmyname.org. If you notice, the voices in the background are not the voices of student athletes. They are the voices of members of the Call My Name Student Advisory Board. Clemson is an increasingly diverse university that has been built on a diverse legacy.
In that legacy, we must acknowledge Clemson's indebtedness to Black laborers for its existence. And we must realize that what we can create together is so much stronger than what we can create apart. Everyone who's been in Death Valley knows that there's something special about the atmosphere. The most exciting 25 seconds in college football, the 85,000 fans, all of it comes together to create an unforgettable game day experience. And we know that this year, not everyone has been able to make it into the stadium. So tonight, we're going to try and bring some of that Death Valley excitement to you. We're extremely eager to bring to you performances from our talented Rally Cats and spirited cheerleaders.
see this. Turn up the lights in here, baby. You know what I need. Want you to see everything. Want you to see all of the lights. Fast cars, shooting stars. All of the lights, all of the lights. Until it's taken exactly where we are. All of the lights. If you want it, you can get it for the rest of your life. If you want it, you can get it for the rest of your lives. With a taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under. Taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? And I love what you do. Don't you know that you're toxic? I'm addicted to you.
Eat time! Eat that belly!
So I know you guys are hyped after that performance by our spectacular Rally Cats and cheerleaders, and we want to see that spirit. So go ahead and throw up a picture or a video of you and your friends enjoying Tigerama on your Instagram story. Tag us at CU Tigerama, and we will be sure to share that on our story. This could be your road to influencer status, I'll say it. And to add to that feeling of game day, now we're going to hear from the band that shakes the Southland, Tiger Band.
Tiger Band has many traditions, and you're familiar with many of them. Tiger Rag, the Clemson Spellout, 90 minutes before kickoff, Tiger Band Kids Club, the parade to the stadium. You get the idea. But there are some songs that have remained in our repertoire for years and years, and others that we return to frequently. Today we present our show, Tiger Band Favorites. Our first selection debuted in the 2010 season, and it seems to make its way back into our playbook every couple of years. We last brought it out on a trip to Santa Clara, California for the national championship game in 2019. Here is Katy Perry's California Girls. Next is a song that goes back to the 2004 season. We play a short version of it every time our defense records a sack. Here is Usher's Yeah. We finish our Tiger Band favorite show with a true staple of the band that has been played continuously every year since the early 1980s. The band loves to dance to this one, Gimme Some Lovin'. And now, in a salute to Tiger fans here in Death Valley and Tiger fans everywhere, it's the song that shakes the Southland, Tiger Rag!
Big thanks to Tiger Band for that spirited performance. And now we're going to see a video from one of our most beloved programs here at our university, Clemson Life. Clemson Life is a program for young adults with intellectual disabilities that provides them with an authentic college experience, teaches them independent living skills, and prepares them for employment. Anyone who goes to Clemson knows what a contribution these students are to our community. So next up, we're going to give you a glimpse into the Life program and all the ways that they influence our campus.
My life was black and white, and I believed it. I believed it. My eyes looked at the world but couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. You're like the thing that makes the universe explode into the colors of a world I've never known. You keep turning my life around. Violets and purples, diamonds and circles, you're my kaleidoscope. I love every minute, you've got me in it, you're my kaleidoscope. Hey la na na oh oh oh, you keep turning my life around. Hey la na na oh oh, you keep turning my life around. Tonight the stars are in your eyes, and I surrender tonight.
One event here at Clemson that we simply cannot forget about is Fall Fest. Fall Fest is an annual homecoming step show put on by our National Panhellenic Council of Fraternities and Sororities. So, just to give you a little feel for how amazing this Fall Fest is, here's a recap from 8 of the Divine Nine.
Roll another one.
Sit up, never like you know it's special packet with the automatics. We gon' send them to heaven. Wait. Hey. Woo! Oh, you feeling sturdy, man. Shake it. She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for. And she throw it back for it. Yeah, she throw it back for it. Mike and Mary. Billie Jean. Christian Dior. I'm up in all the stores. When it rains, it pours. She like the way I heard. Mike and Mary. Billie Jean. Christian Dior. I'm up in all the stores. When it rains, it pours. She like the way I heard. When I walk in the spot, 30 on me, buy at the club, know that I'm paid. I'm a thot, get me lit, I can't with these cause this is gay. All in my page, all of my comments and screaming my name while I'm in the club, throwing them hundreds and fifties and ones. I smoke, they know I'm wildin'. If I'm on the island, I'm snatching his cell. Brody got locked, the night is bail. Until he free, I'm raising hell. Till my shooters call me FaceTime. For all the times we had to FaceTime. 50 nights to do a state time. If you need the glizzy, you can take mine. Please don't play my tomorrow. You know I'm like that, I'll make a movie like TNT. Black 30 on me, ask who really want it. I bet I air it like DMB. Now they blue island in my section, and I keep that 38 for the weapon. Remember when I came home for correction? All the bad in my direction. She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for. And she throw it back for. Yeah, she throw it back for.
This year, in the midst of all that 2020 threw at us, we begin to see racial injustice come to light. During this time, tons of people came forward using the power of their voice to fight for what we believe in, especially in our community here at Clemson. Among those people were our student athletes who took action and used their voice to help move towards change and reconciliation. Clemson students, faculty, and staff recognize that true legacy to fight for is one that fights for justice. So, without further ado, check out how Clemson student athletes use their voice.
We gathered a group of athletes based on town halls that we had with student athlete development to discuss the social injustices that were taking place which started off with the murder of George Floyd. From there, Crystal Childs had the idea to come together as a group of student athletes with representatives from each team to show our unity towards each other and our support during the difficult time for the Black community.
My hope for the shirt is just to continue the conversation, first of all, because it's going to be the first thing you see, and obviously it's going to spark some ideas or some conversations, but also to just see that all student athletes are together in this. So anytime you see it, just know that they are a part of a Clemson family that's supporting one another.
As we start to think about how we can raise awareness in our own ways, but also as a collective group, we were like, making a shirt always kind of symbolizes the message we want to get out. And so I was thinking, obviously it's Black to stand in solidarity with the Black community and everybody else that has been experiencing oppression, but also at the same time just coming together. We thought unity, just putting it on the front was just like, that's the message.
If everyone does their part, then we can have change. And that's the big thing that we're trying to promote right now is change. And it starts with every single person, you know. Everyone has to do their equal part. And I feel like wearing this unity across my chest is a bold statement, and it signifies that, you know, everyone is always in together.
When I see the word unity, I just think of a strong front and people coming together to fight whatever they need to fight, whatever battle they're fighting at the time. So unfortunately, our battle right now is racism and these social injustices, so we're the front line ready to fight.
We understand that this movement is way bigger than ourselves, so it is important that we come together to support our teammates, fellow athletes, staff members, and everyone involved in Clemson athletics.
We are so grateful to our student athletes who have taken their time and energy to share this message of unity for our family. To be authentic, the Clemson family needs to include every one of us, and their efforts, along with so many others, are moving us forward as a united front. We are now going to see a brief message from our Clemson Alumni Association. You Tigers who have graduated, you might see yourself in this video.
We're the glue that binds. We're the wrench that tightens the grip. We're the link to the past, to the present, and to the future of everything Clemson. We're connectors, in that we build, strengthen, and maintain connections within a thriving, passionate, and energetic community that stretches around the globe. We're the Clemson Alumni Association, and more than anything, we're uniters. We unite all those who proudly wear that ring and who profess devotion to that family known as Clemson University. We do so by creating events and activities that connect our alumni and that serve students past and present with a level of engagement and service worthy of Clemson. We, in many ways, represent the true ground game for the university, working the events, creating functions, organizing get-togethers so that this incredibly large and diverse group of alumni remain united in their affection for and attachment to Clemson. We are the Clemson Alumni Association, with an emphasis on association. We are all associated with someplace special and unique and impactful. And this association also intends to reflect those qualities by being special and unique and impactful. This is Clemson, and it deserves nothing less. Clemson Alumni Association. This is what family feels like.
Anyone who's been on campus the week of homecoming knows that a staple of the week is seeing all of the floats being built on Bowman Field. Sororities, fraternities, and student groups, like Central Spirit, all spend countless hours on the field building, pumping, and decorating their displays. It should come as no surprise that this thing looks a little different this year, but that never stops us Clemson Tigers from making the most of it. Because homecoming is not just an event, it's a feeling. So, to hear more about this continuation of such a cherished tradition, we're going to hear from the man in the charge of the float builds this year, Blake Lanius.
Hey guys, I'm Blake Lanius. I'm the Central Spirit Homecoming Director.
Hey guys, I'm Ian. I'm the Traditions Director for Central Spirit, and I'm just going to introduce homecoming.
Basically what happens is we come out here, we put up a bunch of light poles, we get chicken wire on everything, and we just build these awesome floats. We go based on whatever the theme is this week.
We are continuing that tradition, and we are doing the theme Leaving the Legacy.
It's a really great theme. We're going to talk about, how we as individuals and as a community impact the Clemson lives and how that changes over time and what kind of impact we have. We do homecoming every year just as a way to allow, all our graduates, everybody to come back in to, experience that Clemson family, to bring it all together once again. It's also a great opportunity for organizations to work together and to build a lasting community and to make friendships that are going to stay over time. That, once you leave this university, which we will leave eventually, as sad as that is, that we're still going to have those friendships that last. And that's really just what homecoming is all about.
My name is Kaylee Sandus, and I was the 2016 homecoming director and proud alum of Clemson University and former Central Spirit member. But how has the homecoming float build left a legacy on Clemson, and how has it affected me? Man, that is a loaded question, because homecoming at Clemson is more than just the build on Bowman Field. It's so much more than the event, so much more. It's so much more than football. I mean, we're taught as directors that the theme and purpose is also always to be showcasing Clemson's legacy, which only continues to strengthen Clemson's traditions, the Clemson family, and just the Clemson legacy as a whole. While the process of homecoming is not easy, it is very easy for it to leave a long-lasting impact on you. And not only did it strengthen my belief in the Clemson family, it opened my eyes to my future career and my passion for events. And so just everything that the homecoming build has brought me, I'll never miss the opportunity again to come home from homecoming and be able to walk Bowman Field as an alum and smile and just know all the small moments and big moments that went into building those floats and create a lifelong impact for those students too that week.
Hey guys, my name is Emily Morrison, and I'm the president of Central Spirit. Central Spirit is Clemson's premier traditions, spirit, and athletics-oriented organization here on campus. We are the largest undergraduate student organization, and we're all about spreading school spirit, supporting athletics, and spreading tradition. So Central Spirit does a lot here on campus. Our main objective is to support athletics, so we go to all the sporting events, from the big ones like football and men's basketball, all the way down to soccer, softball, and even track and field. And our main goal in doing this is to make the student athletes and the coaches feel supported. So we're the foundation of every student section. We're always loud and cheering. We paint up for a lot of games. We have cheers and chants. And for sports like soccer and football, we wave flags from small ones in the stands all the way to the big giant letter flags that run down the hill. So besides just going to athletics, we also put on some of Clemson's biggest traditions, like homecoming and the First Friday Parade. The First Friday Parade happens at the beginning of every school year to kick off the year and the football season. So student organizations from sororities and fraternities to the international students, anyone can participate. We usually walk in a route from Little John all the way to the soccer stadium, or some years it's on 93. And the main goal in this is to bring the community and the campus organizations together to celebrate the start of the year. So homecoming is one of Clemson's biggest traditions, and it's the main other one that we put on. So campus organizations like fraternities and sororities, FCA, and of course Central Spirit will gather on Bowman Field for a week, usually like Sunday through Thursday or Friday, and we build these big displays made out of telephone poles, chicken wires, and tissue paper called pomp. Now these designs center on a certain theme every year, so this year is Leaving the Legacy. And although we're disappointed that we didn't get to build our big floats this year, I'm really excited to be doing some other things to celebrate this amazing Clemson tradition. Central Spirit leaves a big legacy on campus because of the way that we're able to touch so many different people. We touch the student athletes and the coaches by going to their games. We reach out to new students coming in by giving them a place to belong on campus. We touch the members of the community by interacting with them, both at traditions like First Friday and Homecoming and also at games. And just our members are a real community here on campus. Clemson is so big, it can be hard to find your place. But for our members and people that we interact with, we're really our family. Clemson Family kind of has a reputation for being cliche, but Central Spirit is really a way that it comes true. So yeah, our legacy is one of spirit, it's positivity, and it's family.
I think the homecoming build has left a really big legacy on Clemson as a whole. I don't know about the rest of you, but I remember growing up being a Tigers fan I'd always beg my parents to bring me out here the week of homecoming just so I could go look at all the floats and all the amazing builds that happened, and just watching that change over time was amazing. I know from personal experience and from talking to a lot of other people that this is a big reason that they choose Clemson, that they really like the spirit that it brings. They love the energy, they love coming out here and being able to see all this stuff, and it really does just bring us all together as a Clemson family, and I just think that that's a lasting legacy that really matters.
The winner of the homecoming float will be announced tomorrow during the halftime presentation of our football game against Syracuse. Make sure you don't miss out on that exciting announcement. And congratulations ahead of time to our 2020 float build winners. Thinking about legacies, more than 10,000 Clemson men and women have served in the armed forces over the years. They have dedicated themselves to legacies of sacrifice, generosity, and goodness, and our university is grateful for their selfless service. Tonight, we would like to take a moment to honor your dedication to our country. The next video will highlight the military legacy embedded in the history of Clemson, after which we will have a presentation from the Pershing Rifles.
You've walked past beautiful sights on Clemson's historical campus, many of which embody the legacy that our military alumni have left. But what do they mean? What is this unknown legacy that has been left behind? And what is the legacy that we will leave? The Scroll of Honor is a sanctuary that honors and memorializes 493 Clemson alumni who gave their lives in ultimate sacrifice for their country. Each stone is engraved with their name and graduation year. The famous Memorial Stadium, where students and families gather to experience all that Death Valley has to offer, named for the Clemson alumni who have served in the United States military. Before a Clemson ROTC cadet can leave his or her legacy, they must understand
discipline,
teamwork,
confidence,
humility, equality, courage,
respect,
responsibility, perseverance,
honor,
pride,
esprit de corps,
leadership,
integrity, success, loyalty, life,
duty.
Military Heritage Plaza is where it all comes together. Perhaps you've walked through it 100 times on your way to class or to see a friend. But for cadets, this is the final stepping stone towards leaving their legacy. Each of these words that you have heard are written on the steps that Clemson ROTC cadets take on their way to commissioning with the United States military. This is where they leave their legacy at Clemson and begin anew. So, we from Clemson Military ask you, what legacy will you leave?
Before moving on with the rest of our program, we want to take a second to tell you about the Tigerama Scholarship Endowment. Normally, attendees have to purchase tickets to come to Tigerama. The money we raise is distributed among the 7 colleges on our campus as scholarships to students to empower them to further leave their legacy here at Clemson. The virtual nature of Tigerama this year has left us without those ticket sales that sponsored the scholarships. In order to continue to provide these, we ask you to please consider donating to our Tigerama Endowment. Parents, alumni, even current students, all are welcome to contribute what they can, and thank you in advance. And now, I think it's time to find out who will be crowned this year's Miss Homecoming Queen.
This year's Miss Homecoming Queen will be one of 27 incredible leaders on our campus that were voted on by the student body to represent Clemson as the 2020 Miss Homecoming Queen. The process to achieve this honor involves a great deal of commitment and perseverance, especially in times like these. To begin the process, each of the 27 contestants were nominated by their respective organizations to represent them to all of the Clemson family. Each one of these ladies has served and led not only in their organizations, but also on our campus.
Since their nominations, the contestants have learned a choreographed dance, been interviewed by our pageant judges, filmed a video in Death Valley, and finally participated in the 2020 Miss Homecoming pageant.
Instead of our typical in-person event, the pageant was filmed in advance. Being unable to host a live audience this year, the CUSG Activities Committee was hard at work to create an even more memorable experience for the contestants and the Clemson family. Students and families were able to purchase a rose for contestants and upload a photo upon their purchase to be placed in a seat.
So, as each contestant looked out into the crowd during the recording, they were greeted with familiar faces. Despite this change in plans, the contestants understood the importance of keeping this important Clemson tradition alive. And the Miss Homecoming pageant team worked hard to make this year a success.
We commend all 27 contestants for their service to our university and its traditions. It's through actions like these that each of the participants in the 2020 Miss Homecoming pageant is leaving the legacy.
Since the pageant, we have moved from 27 contestants down to the top 10 finalists. Without further ado, let's take one last look at our top 10 before announcing which finalist is leaving her legacy as the 2020 Miss Homecoming Queen.
Want to be on?
My name is Ashley Willis, and I'm representing the Student Alumni Council.
My name is Summer Malik, and I'm representing Clemson Undergraduate Student Government.
Anna McGowan, representing Alpha Omega Epsilon.
I'm Audrey Hardis, and I'm representing Pre-Occupational and Speech Therapy Club.
I'm Elodie Melton, representing Alpha Delta Phi Sorority.
I'm Liza Louder, representing Tri Delta.
I'm Harper Massey, representing Clemson Panhellenic.
Hi, my name is Elena Darby, and I'm proudly representing Alpha Chi Omega.
Hi, my name is Audrey McFall, and I'm representing Kappa Kappa Gamma.
My name is Katie White, and I'm representing Pi Beta Phi.
Summer Malik, representing Clemson Undergraduate Student Government.
Thank you to all 27 of our incredible contestants, and congratulations again to our top 10, and a special congratulations to our 2020 Homecoming Queen.
There's a few things that are well known when it comes to Clemson. We have amazing food joints, we're pretty solid at football, and Clemson is full of talented students. One of the amazing talents a few of our Clemson students have, and have even displayed nationally, is some great music.
The Conner Sweeny Band is made up of Conner Sweeny, Connolly Mitchell, Eli Kirkpatrick, Josh Miller, and Nick Kane, who are all Clemson students with an incredible love of Clemson to share. These guys get to do what they love best and most, and that is performing for our Clemson family.
These guys are extremely talented, so get ready for good music and an even better time. We are thrilled to welcome this local Clemson talent as the performer for Tigerama this year, truly embodying our theme and how this band is leaving the legacy. Without further ado, let's hear it for the Conner Sweeny Band.
Hey everybody, my name's Conner Sweeny, and the boys and I are honored to be this year's musical guest here at Tigerama for 2020. Obviously this year has looked a little bit different for everybody. We're really sad that we can't be surrounded by our Tiger family and all of our friends to be jamming out and playing music, but we're really excited to be here anyways to represent our university and our friends and our Clemson family. We're going to be playing some original songs, some covers, and we hope that you are watching this on this live stream wherever you want to be. We hope you're happy in a good place and staying healthy. So go Tigers, and we hope you enjoy the show. song I wrote is called Into You.
Met, the stars lined up, I was sure met. I told all my buddies I had met a girl. From that night on, you my whole world in the palm of your hand. You don't understand how completely at your mercy I am. When I give anything for you, fight any man for you, oh, I'd do anything to be that guy you raise a family with, a little crazy with. Oh, you're making me wish that you were sitting by my side, driving down 85 with your head in mine. And I ain't never thought this far ahead. It can't be all in my head. Baby, tell me you feel it too, 'cause I ain't never been into anything more. I can't ignore the way I'm into you. The night under the stars, butterflies dancing in the cab of my car. I leaned in, felt so right. I knew right then I was saying goodbye. All the other girls in this whole world, they all fade away when all I see is yours. Sweet face, soft kiss, it's easy to see. There's no one I'd rather be than that guy you raised a family with, a little crazy with. Oh, you're making me wish that you were sitting by my side, driving down 85 with your head in mine. And I ain't never thought this far ahead. It can't be all in my head. Baby, tell me you feel it too, 'cause I ain't never been into anything more. Oh, I can't ignore the way I'm into you. And I can see it all now. The stars are coming out. Sitting here with you on the bed of this truck. Nowhere to be till the sun comes up. And I'm the luckiest man alive tonight. Somehow I'm that guy. I'm that guy. Well, I'm that guy you raise a family with, a little crazy with. No, I don't have to wish that you were sitting by my side, driving down 85 with your head in mine. We've got the rest of our lives ahead. I know it's not in my head. Baby, tell me you feel it too, 'cause I ain't never been into anything more. Oh, I can't ignore the way I'm into you. Yeah, yeah. The way I'm into you. The way I'm into you. Yeah, yeah.
So this next song right here is one of my favorites. It's a song I wrote a while back, and it's actually the title track to my second little EP project. And I named the project Faith, Family, Friends EP. And this song is called Country Music. And the line Faith, Family, Friends actually comes out of this song. And through this pandemic, we've had to spend a lot of time alone. And, you know, it's been kind of hard to hang on to the things we love. And it's really made me grow to appreciate the things that are truly the most important to me in my life, and probably a lot of y'all out there is faith, family, and friends. And so this song is called Country Music.
Well, somebody's granddad played this guitar many years ago. Yeah, he wore out the frets and knocked off the polish. Sweet home and country roads. No, I'd never met him, but I'd sure bet he had the same old feeling when he picked them sang them songs like he never get to sing again. 'Cause when we're playing country music, our hearts, they come alive. We sing about truth, the people we knew, how they taught us to survive. Yeah, faith, family, friends, it's all that really matters. Ain't about your money climbing up the ladder, 'cause nobody promised us another day. So I'm gonna pour out my heart right here and play. A man in a bar once told me a tale of a cowboy way out west. Yeah, he rode his horse and drove his cattle, always did his best. Then God reached down and turned his life around and fixed up what was torn. With a sad goodbye and a tear in his eye, a country song was born. 'Cause when we're playing country music, our hearts, they come alive. We sing about truth, the people we knew, how they taught us to survive. Yeah, faith, family, friends, it's all that really matters. Ain't about your money climbing up the ladder, 'cause nobody promised us another day. So I'm gonna pour out my heart right here and play. Yeah, it takes me to a different place where I get lost in amazing grace. I walk the line and Mama tried. The lights went out in Georgia tonight. We all sing the same old songs that been bringing us together all along. 'Cause when we're playing country music, our hearts, they come alive. We sing about truth, the people we knew, how they taught us to survive. Yeah, faith, family, friends, it's all that really matters. Ain't about your money climbing up the ladder, 'cause nobody promised us another day. So I'm gonna pour out my heart right here and play. Oh, I'm gonna play. This next song right here is a cover that I've loved for a long time. My dad and I used to sing it when I was a kid, and I've recently rediscovered my love for it. It's an old Alan Jackson song. This is called Drive. It's painted red, the stripe was white. It's 18 feet from bow to stern. Second hand from a dealer in Atlanta. I rode up with Daddy when we went there to get her. Put on the shine, put on the motor, built out of love, made for water. Had her for years till the transom got rotten. A piece of my childhood will never be forgotten. It was just an old plywood boat with a 75 Johnson, an electric choke. Young boy, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feeling. I would turn it left, not make it wide. He'd say, you can't beat the way an old boat rides. Just a little late across the Alabama line, but I was king of the ocean when Daddy let me try. Just an old short bed, half-ton Ford, Uncle Bob new in '64. Daddy got it right, his engine was smoking, a couple burnt valves and he had it going. Let me drive it, we hauled off a load, down a dirt strip where we dumped trash off a Thickman Road.
I sit up in the seat, stretch my feet out to the pedals, smiling like a hero who just received a medal. It was just an old hand-me-down Ford with a 3-speed on the column and a dent in the door. A young boy, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feel, and I would press that clutch and I'd make it right. He'd say, straighten up, son, you're doing just fine. Just a little road with trash on each side, but I was merry old engine. When Daddy let me drive. I'm grown up now, 3 daughters of my own. I let them drive my own Jeep across the pasture at our home. Maybe one day they'll reach back in their files and pull out that old memory and think of me and smile and say, it's just an old worn out Jeep, rusty old floorboards, hot on my feet. A young girl, 2 hands on the wheel. I can't replace the way it made me feel, and I would turn it left and I'd steer it right. He'd say, a little slower, girl, you're doing just fine. Just a little valley by the river where we'd ride, but I was high on a mountain when Daddy let me drive. Daddy let me drive. Oh, he let me drive. Girl, right now I'm living off a tip jar, putting no money away. But I saw you there, standing in the corner, and there's something I'd like to say. No, I can't afford no room and board in a penthouse suite downtown. I won't be here long, would it be so wrong if I walked you out that door? And then it's me and you, running 20 minutes late, burning rubber, straight up the interstate, singing a favorite song with the windows down. The sun sinks low, heaven starts falling on the 2 of us, driving past getting gone. Seems like lately can't catch a bad mood. I think, baby, it's got something to do with you. This might catch you a little off guard, might be a little out of the blue. But if you're free this Friday night, we can take a dirt road too. Little moonlight fishing, little shooting star wishing in the bed of my Chevrolet. I'll hold you all night long, might sing a love song till the night turns into the day. And it goes like me and you, running 20 minutes late, burning rubber, straight up the interstate, singing a favorite song with the windows down. The sun sinks low, heaven starts falling on the 2 of us, driving past getting gone. Seems like lately can't catch a bad mood. I think, baby, it's got something to do with you. It's got something to do with you. When you came around, I found everything started going right. All smiles and laughing like it was meant to happen. I think that it might have something to do, something to do, something to do with me and you, running 20 minutes late, burning rubber, straight up the interstate, singing a favorite song with the windows down. The sun sinks low, heaven starts falling on the 2 of us, driving fast, getting gone. Seems like lately can't catch a bad mood. So this next song is called Western Breeze, and I recorded it a while back, actually. And it's always been one of my favorite songs to play until I put the band behind it, and then it became my favorite song to play. And this song is called Western Breeze, like I said. Hope y'all enjoy it. Well, I'm running away with the western breeze, and I'm running away with the wild things. The sunrise in the sky, no, it won't bother me, 'cause I'm running away from here. This hat on my head been with me many a day. These boots on my feet always ready to get away. Well, I've seen a couple places that are well worth staying for, but I ain't gonna settle, no, not yet, 'cause the devil's knocking at my door. You can tell my girl I love her, you can tell her how I try to stay behind, but these roads they wind and they call me all the time. And this wandering heart ain't changing, but that's alright. The miles on this old truck are getting mighty high, but she just keeps on pushing as the miles go flying by. Some days I don't get no sleep just driving through the night, but I can't stop, no, I won't rest, 'cause I feel so alive. You can tell my girl I love her, you can tell her how I try to stay behind, but these roads they wind and they call me all the time. And this wandering heart ain't changing, but that's alright. Tell my girl I love her, yeah, you can tell her how I try to stay behind, but these roads they wind and they call me all the time. And this wandering heart ain't changing, no, this wandering heart ain't changing, this wandering heart ain't changing, but that's alright. So this next song, we haven't recorded or anything like that yet. And it's a new one that I wrote with actually the guys on the pedestals back here. This is Josh Miller on the drums, Nick Kane on the bass. And we wrote this song. It's called A Lot Like Me. We're really excited about it. We're going to go and record it in Nashville, hopefully sometime over that Christmas break. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we hope y'all enjoy it, and we would love to hear some feedback on this song. If y'all hear it and want to reach out to us, we would love to hear from you. Was your first car a beat-up truck that you got down the street for $500? Did you fire it up, head through town, music up loud with the windows down? Did you call up your buddies on a Friday night, raise a little hell in the bonfire light, pass a pack of smokes and a bottle of Jack, sneaking in the window 'cause your mama get back? That's the story of your younger years. You're probably a K-Swiss raised good old boy, singing out loud with a southern voice. This next one we're going to do is going to be a cover, one of our favorite covers to play at the time. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand by me, stand by me. If the skies that we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountains should crumble into the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed one tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand by me, stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, won't you stand by me. Won't you stand by me, whenever you're in trouble, you can stand by me. Oh, won't you stand by me, won't you stand by me, stand by me. Summertime sun rays, cruising back in a single cab Chevrolet. Daddy let me drive once a day from the mailbox to the road. First thing I'd always do is hit rewind on those old tapes. New wrong words do I need a lover by 7 or 8. Back when we were driving around the window. Couldn't tell if I was learning how to drive or a little lullaby.
first time. 10 and 2 on the steering wheel, can't believe she's really mine. The only thing more important than your first love is your first set of wheels. Your first time driving down 2nd and Main, man, y'all know how that feels. Back when we were driving around, going nowhere. I was driving my roots into the ground, learning who was if I was lost or found on a highway of my life, just taking it slow. I was shifting gears at a crazy pace, learning that life ain't a big race on this lonely one-way road we traveled down. Back when we were driving around, going nowhere. And I was driving my roots into the ground, learning who was if I was lost or found on a highway of my life, just taking it slow. I was shifting gears at a crazy pace, learning that life ain't a big race on this lonely one-way road we traveled down. Back when we were driving around, going nowhere. Back when we were driving around, going nowhere. Yeah, baby, we were going nowhere. So y'all, we want to thank you so much for tuning in from home. We've got one more song for you, and this one personally is one of all of our favorites because we're singing a song about the place that we know and love, the place that's brought us together right now. Well, together apart, but you get what I'm saying. And this song is called Tiger Town. I wrote it about one of my favorite places in the entire world, and we're excited to sing this song and play it for you, and hopefully just really connect with you. And let's sing about our beautiful Tiger Town. No matter where you're at, you can see the stars. There ain't no big city backed up cars. We got a lake down yonder if you wanna take a swim. Feel right at home no matter where you've been. Yeah, when the sun goes down it gets to getting hotter. We park our trucks up down by the water. City life ain't right for me. If that's what you want, head down to USC. 'Cause this is how we get down in Tiger Town. Just some good old boys all hanging around. Yeah, the summer gets hot, but them girls are all hotter. Hero Clemson sons and daughters. Boys on the field, they're gunning for the top. They get their love from Howard's Rock. I'm gonna plant my roots in this southern mud till I feel that orange running through my blood. Don't you know we ain't never gonna shut it down. I'm right here in Tiger Town. They say there's something in these hills, and I'd agree. This town's roots run deeper than an old oak tree. When the sun sets low, we get a big orange sky. It's a perfect little place, don't need to ask why. You can travel across the country and you'll never find a college town that feels so mighty fine. We get to hunting, fishing, making memories. Wanna look around here and then you'll see. This is how we get down in Tiger Town. Just some good old boys all hanging around. Yeah, the in Tiger Town. It's why Carolina's in Chapel Hill, and USC is California's deal. We're the pride and joy of this state, and if you want a good time, you better get to this place. Man, you gotta get a taste. 'Cause this is how we get down in Tiger Town. Just some good old boys all hanging around. Yeah, the summer gets hot, but them girls are all hotter. Dear old Clemson sons and daughters, boys on the field, they're gunning for the top. They get their love from Howard's Rock. I'm gonna plant my roots in this southern mud till I feel that orange running through my blood. Don't you know we ain't never gonna shut it down? Come on, in Clemson, South Carolina, Tiger Town. Yeah, yeah. Right here in Tiger Town. Thank y'all again so much for having us. Clemson, we love you. Go Tigers.
Thank you to the Conner Sweeny Band for that phenomenal performance. Your legacy at Clemson is so powerful, and your Clemson family is cheering you on. We cannot wait to see where y'all go. Be sure to follow them on Instagram at Conner Sweeny Music and listen to them on Apple Music and Spotify too.
Before we close tonight, Hannah and I would like to ask you all to bow your head or take a moment of silence as we say a few words in reflection and gratitude for this night and our Clemson family. God, we thank you for these amazing people that make up our Clemson family. We thank you for how you've covered us, God, and we ask that we continue to have this legacy that we get to call home here at Clemson, and ask for a great Tigerama next year. Amen.
And now we're going to hear a few closing words from this year's Tigerama director and assistant director, Sydney Tyndall and Tommy Stupi.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sydney Tyndall, and I have the honor to serve as the 2020 Tigerama director.
And I'm Tommy Stupi, and it's been an incredible opportunity to serve as the assistant Tigerama director.
Thank you all for being with us tonight for the 64th annual and first ever virtual Tigerama from all over the country to share as our Clemson family and our Clemson legacy. Each of you has made Clemson what it is today and what it will continue to be in the future by leaving your individual impact on our university. So on behalf of all of Clemson, thank you. This year's Tigerama certainly looked different than I think any of us ever would have or could have imagined. It has been quite the journey to be where we are today, but I am immensely grateful for all of those who worked so diligently and passionately to get us to this point. 3 weeks ago, we had no idea how to make Tigerama happen under such circumstances, and now here we are with the most arguably impactful, successful, and meaningful Tigerama yet. Every member of our Clemson family who poured so much in this tradition has ensured that we are able to reach more people now than ever before. And in the face of adversity and trials, our Clemson family came together in unity. As Clemson has changed and progressed over the decades, 3 things remain tried and true in our Clemson DNA: excellence, integrity, and legacy. Excellence drives the Clemson Tiger, and integrity builds the Clemson family. Together, they create the Clemson legacy. The Clemson legacy, an unparalleled, unbeatable, and fortified phenomenon sweeping the world. What makes this legacy so different from that of others? What is so special about us Clemson people? The answer is by leaving every place, experience, and person better than we found it. We do this by sharing a common yet individualized love of our community. We do this by living out a unique story as a Clemson Tiger and standing tall and yelling to all those within earshot that I went to Clemson. Whether you are a freshman who just moved into the shoeboxes, an ESPN-highlighted Heisman candidate football player, an alumnus admiring an outward-facing ring, or a senior like me wishing for time to slow down at this beautiful place, each of you contributes to the legacy of the Clemson family. You are what makes Clemson, well, Clemson. So thank you, Clemson family, for embracing each other now more than ever in these trying times and making our Clemson so special and so much stronger. It has been my sincerest honor to get to serve as Tigerama director this year, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you to each and every one of you for being here tonight and for all you have given to Clemson. I cannot wait to see what we do next and to see Tigerama 2021. Thank you all, and go Tigers.
We appreciate you all taking your evenings tonight to enjoy this incredible program we were able to put together, but we couldn't do it without naming certain people that really put in the extra mile for us to make this happen. Andy Sikora and his custom audio team did an incredible job at helping us coordinate the Conner Sweeny Band for coming out and for filming a lot of what we've done here tonight. Ryan Sweeney and the Tigervision team that has put together everything that we have here tonight and has really been the driving force and the motor behind our operations here behind the scenes. Those are just a few of the people that have really put in the effort to make Tigerama 2020 really something special and make its reach further than it's ever been before. We have been so humbled to be a part of this experience. As, like Sydney said 3 weeks ago, we didn't even know where we'd be. So we want to thank everyone in the university, alumni, students, whether you're a current student, a potential student, a family member of a student, whatever. Your connection to Clemson is special and it's existent no matter what. The Clemson family is something we don't take lightly. If you were to ask me 3 years ago before I came to Clemson what Clemson was, I would have said a pretty good football school in the heart of Nevada. That's how little I knew about Clemson. But I also think it's very telling, especially through our programming tonight, how Clemson touches people across the world and across this great country. It's been an incredible opportunity to serve as the Assistant Tigerama Director, and I can't wait to be a part of the show next year in Tigerama 2021. Can't wait to see you, and go Tigers!